Okay, hello YouTube and welcome to week 2 of Building Crait. This is a very exciting segment for all of you. I've got a very large amount of work done. We have finished 1/4 of the trenches, which is pretty incredible for week 2. So I'm very excited to show you all that, and there's a lot of questions that I will be asking you, so please make sure to comment your answers and your ideas and such in the comment section below. Leave a thumbs up if you like the video, and of course if you would like to see more of this series and more of my content, please just subscribe. That'd be great. But yeah, thank you for tuning in today, and I hope that I bring you a very nice amount of content, because I feel like I've got a really nice amount of work done this week. Awesome. Let's go on to the segment.
Okay guys, Crait week 2, and already we have a very large amount of progress made. It's very exciting. I have got the first quarter of the main trenches in this mock made, which is incredible for week 2. I'm not joking, this is pretty incredible. I didn't think I'd get this far in a week, and I'm very excited to show you in just a second. But in other news, well, I seem to have forgotten 2 major parts that I really need to make this mock in the large order that I made. So I will be making 2 smaller orders, much smaller orders, to get those parts, and also buy some more pieces for the trench, because the way I've designed it, it's very well detailed, and as I said before, I'll show you it in a minute, but it is really sapped up a lot of the parts that I bought for the trenches, so I'll have to be buying some more parts for that too. Now this trench is still a work in progress, and I'll have a few questions to ask you, which I will love to hear answers and your own opinions to these queries, which I'll be putting out there sometime in this video in the comment section below. So that'd be great if you could answer those questions and queries and give me your opinion on a few topics. Okay, let's go over to the trenches, which are over there in the distance. And here we are at the trenches, and I forgot to say before, but please excuse the mess. I've been building frantically this week, not only building these trenches, but working on a solo-inspired speeder, and, well, 2 solo-inspired speeders, which will be in a new upcoming stop motion, so look out for that. But here are the trenches. You can see they look like nothing from the outside, but that is because all of this that you see here will most definitely be covered by the salt flats and by these side walls, which I am yet to put in. But let's have a look at these trenches. So if you can see here, I've got a very decent amount of the trenches made. If you have a look at that in comparison to the rest of the mock, that takes up just about 1 full grey base plate, the width, so that's great. The next thing to go on after this will be something similar to this, I guess you could call it outpost, that was in the Lego set, but it's actually a turret, so that'll be stationed there in the mock. And I am still to design one of those, so don't expect that for a while. But if we have a look at these trenches, It's just incredible to me that I've got this much work done in such a small space of time. And, well, it really looks good to me. I'll give you a shorter look in a second. And those of you who follow me on Instagram have probably already seen teasers of this, but I have actually designed or changed the design of these trenches from those images I posted on Instagram. So they're looking great in my opinion. I'd love to hear what you think about them in the comment section below. But at the moment, it's not actually attached onto the base plate, which means I'll be able to show you in better light conditions in a moment. But you can see that I've built one of the entries to the tunnels, and then a entry to the turret over there, or gunning station. If we have a look here, there's the great detail that I put into these trenches, all of the rocky dirt walls, compacted dirt. Now comes to a question I was going to ask, and you can of course have a better look in a moment at these to make a better judgment. But what do you think of this door design? I'm not quite sure on it at the moment. It just doesn't exactly look right to me, but I'm warming to it, so I'd like to know your opinion to whether you think these doors are a good design. If my camera would focus. Sorry, it's a bit low light conditions here at the moment, seeming as it's rather late at night while I'm filming this. Well, anyway, we'll show you a better look at that whole... There we go, that whole door in a moment, and this whole trench section. So let's get on to that. Okay, so as you can see here is that speeder model I was talking about. It's Solo inspired, seeming as the Solo trailer came out this week. I won't divulge my opinion on the trailer here, but let's just say I am extremely excited for that film. Extremely excited. So that's that, and there'll be a video up for that either before you're watching this video or sometime after. But here's what we've come to see, and that is the lovely trenches. And at the moment, this is the underside or backside of the trenches, and now we can kind of see that profile shot of all of the resistance troopers on the trenches, which I quite like, but of course there'll be salt flats eventually, and that'll improve the look. Admiral Emmett there, and as we turn this thing around, you'll start to see the actual work that's gone into these trenches. Okay, let's go down and zoom out slightly. So these trenches have a lot of detail involved in making them. I'll go to this side and focus here so we can see an uncorrupted view of the rock work that I've built into this. As you can see, I've used lots of wedge plates and then jumper plates to create a very good likeness to the Crait trenches. I'd say it's, I'm not going to say it's the best that you could probably make in Lego, but it's going out on a limb here. It's probably the best that I can accomplish in minifig scale. Now this, I'm really loving this design. I really like it, and I hope that you all like it too, because it took me a while to just think of, but then it just kind of sprung in there, and I got to work, and I just started loving it. You can see that I've got some of that pipe detail, and all of those important pipes and such all over the MOC. And if we come in here, we can see that I tried to get that grating of the floor in there with the red underneath, and on the other side it's the same. I haven't actually built those main ladders that come down onto the MOC yet, so that's still a work in progress that I need to finish. I just don't have a design for it yet. That's basically where I'm coming from. Now you can see that this is the entry to the underground tunnels, which I will be making, very much inspired by Star Wars Battlefront 2. So that's pretty cool. I'm not sure if this whole kind of T section with the walkway coming through there and then this other walkway going into the turret is accurate to the actual in-universe Crait trench system, but I'm liking it, so I feel like I'm going to keep it. But then again, these archways are kind of temporary, so we'll see. I'm kind of warming to them now as I see them more on camera. Now we can kind of see another view of all this here. You can see that these are very temporary, so I just knocked one off actually. I might just zoom out a bit here and we can have a look inside. I really like taking the camera and just viewing the insides of the trenches because they look decently realistic and quite beautiful in my opinion. You can see here, it's another look at all of the resistance fighters getting ready to face some pretty woeful odds in the Battle of Crait. And now we can just see inside this whole assembly. I'm sorry, it's rather hard to fit on camera, to be fully honest. But we can see inside there that there's lots going on, and it just looks pretty decent in my opinion. So yeah, let me know what you think about these archways, whether you think there's a better way to do this, or whether you think what I've done is pretty cool. You can also see in here, I might just add that this staircase, I think it looks pretty cool, but there's also really nice rock detail just in there. I'm going for a very highly detailed version of Crait, so hopefully as accurate to the in-universe place as possible, which I'm looking forward to seeing how it turns out. But yeah, so Crait's looking great. For the point of comparison, I thought I'd show you a quick look at the trenches without any minifigures in them. So you can see that they are rather long, and I think they look really cool once you start getting down them. We can have a better look at this side of the trenches too, which has some nice detail in there. I haven't finished putting detail in there yet. Most of it's just rock at the moment. I still have to put all of these panels and such in that you see here, and a few more cables and things, tubes, etc. But it's looking really cool. And another cool aspect, which I kind of pride myself on in this particular iteration of the design, is it's all modular, so I can just pull off a piece like that. Here you can see more of how I did the rock work, and then I can work on that separately and change things up and then just put it back into the MOC. So most of the sections are modular like this, which I think's a pretty cool feature in this MOC, and it makes working on it a hell of a lot easier. So that's always good. And I just I can't stop gawking at this look down the trenches here. It looks really cool to me, and I can't wait to see more of it and in larger quantity. So it's very cool. One whole grey base plate of this. It's very cool. I was just toying around with the ski speeder and kind of looking at it in proportion to the trenches and other things that I'm planning out. And I noticed that the ski speeder is practically exactly the same length as the length of trench I've made so far. So I just thought that was a kind of funny detail which I could add in there. So yeah, kind of funny.
Okay, so I'm going to finish up this segment there. I think I've talked about trenches for long enough. They look really great though, or in my opinion they do. I hope that you really like them, and I hope that you will be answering all of those questions that I have asked in the comment section below, because I really need some answers to those. I will be making my bricklink orders. Of course, I forgot stuff. Yeah, it's just how it happens. And if we're used up parts, that's just the unhappy part about making MOCs. It'll always be that way. It is Lego, and that is basically the way it works. You'll just not be able to find the pieces you need, or you'll have ordered the pieces and have forgotten something, or not got enough. It's just the sad truth about working with Lego, especially on this scale, which is quite massive. But yeah, thank you for tuning in today. Remember, like, subscribe, and click that notification button to stay up to date with all of these episodes. There'll be another episode out on next Friday, and I hope that I'll have a decent amount of work to show you. I think I'll be starting on the salt flats, but we'll see how life takes us this week. So thank you for watching. My voice is going a bit there, sorry about that guys, but thank you for watching, and goodbye. Also, if you would like to see a stream, please comment down below, because I'm thinking of doing some building streams for this series, perhaps on Sunday in Australia, and I might invite some other people, which would be cool. Maybe see some of my friends in Rebellog and such. Might want to join the stream, so that'd always be cool. And just, if you'd like to see them, comment down below. That'd be good stuff. Thank you. Goodbye.